Well, this is funny. Rian Johnson, has come out and contradicted Kathleen Kennedy's weird statement about him. So, for those that don't know, Kathleen Kennedy, of course, long-time president of Lucasfilm, long-time overseer of the slop, great grand overseer, led it to destruction, right? Destroyed every single IP that Lucasfilm owned, and that's demonstrable fact. You can't really argue with that, to be honest. Some people like the products, that's fine, but it was diminishing returns right the way across the board. Some properties are now so irreparably damaged from her tenure at Lucasfilm that they will never see the light of day again, at least for maybe a decade, right? Like a long ass time. Like Willow, probably never getting Willow again. Not that that should have been made anyway, quite frankly. That Willow TV show never should have been made, but they've destroyed it. So now you can't make anything in future. Well done. Well done. Indiana Jones. Don't know what's happening with that. Probably not going to happen for a while, if anything does. So she's left. You know, she left Lucasfilm. She quit. Finally. Goddamn finally. And in her exit interview, it's a big puff piece with Deadline. Long interview. She revealed some key bits and pieces. She revealed some really interesting bits and pieces. And specifically called out Rian Johnson as apparently being spooked by fan negativity as to why he didn't want to do a trilogy. Remember that trilogy that they threatened non-stop? They were like, yeah, he's doing it. He's definitely working on a trilogy. And then every few years it popped back up. Yeah, no, he's working on a trilogy, guys. Yeah, we're doing it. That thing, that threat they kept, wheeling out. Well, anyway, that apparently didn't happen because Rian Johnson was spooked by fans or some crap. I don't bloody know. Well, anyway, he's like, no, that's not the case. Brilliant. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when people come out and just go, no, that's what you're talking about, mate. You're full of it. So let's take a look. Because this is funny. Like, this is very, very funny. Very, very funny. So it says this. In a recent interview reflecting on her tenure, Kennedy suggested that Johnson had been spooked by online backlash following Star Wars The Last Jedi, implying that fan negativity played a meaningful role in stalling his trilogy. That explanation quickly circulated through entertainment media. So I don't know why they even said it to begin with. Maybe they thought Rian Johnson would play ball. Right? They obviously didn't clear it with him because he's come out and just contradicted it. He's like, no, that's not the case. So funny. So basically there was a discussion around Rian Johnson's stalled Star Wars trilogy on Kathleen Kennedy's exit interview. She addressed the situation directly whilst reflecting on her tenure at Lucasfilm. In doing so, she offered a specific explanation for why Johnson's long-announced trilogy never materialised, one rooted in audience reaction rather than creative or logistical obstacles. Quote, here's what she said, quote, I do believe he got spooked by the online negativity. I think Rian made one of the best Star Wars movies. He's a brilliant filmmaker, and he got spooked. Said it twice, man. Said it twice. He got spooked. I think he got spooked. He got spooked. So what are you doing? So Kennedy's remarks framed the fallout from The Last Jedi as a decisive factor, suggesting that sustained fan backlash created an environment that discouraged further involvement from Johnson. The implication is that the project did not stall due to a lack of confidence from Lucasfilm, but because the surrounding discourse scared the director. Anyway, loads of people tweeted about this, and loads of people talked about it. The media talked about it. And he just said no. Zero spooked. Sorry. You would think if you're going to say something like that, you'd clear it with the person you're going to talk about. I'm guessing. My guess is Kathleen Kennedy thought he would just play ball. She obviously thought it was an unspoken agreement that he would play ball right? Like, that's what else could it be? You're lying. She's lying, right? She's just lying. And she thinks that it's a given that he would just play ball on that. That's mental. You entitled bitch. And he's just like, yeah, no, zero spook, sorry. I'm amazed this hasn't got more views, to be honest. Fucking savage, man. Savage. 1.1 million views of him just saying zero spooked, sorry. It's so funny. Now, loads of people have chimed in, right, and said, well, that's because you're a narcissist. This is Anna, that Star Wars girl, who doesn't care about anyone but themselves. Yellow Flash is like popcorn meter, blah, blah, blah. Everyone else is chiming in with the take of he's coping. I want you to view it from a different angle. From the angle and the lens that actually... Because he's got nothing to lose in doing this. Like, he clearly isn't on good terms with Lucasfilm. View it from that angle. View it from the angle... And I'm not trying to defend him, right? But view it from the angle that Lucasfilm consistently hires people and then never follows through with their work. Like, just never does. Announces it conveniently, coincidentally, right up close to earnings calls, right? Investors calls, reports, quarterly reports. View it from that angle. And you can start to see that actually he's probably a bit pissed. Because his Star Wars trilogy was probably announced. He was more than happy to go ahead with it. But they cancelled it because they never actually greenlit it to begin with. So he's just like, oh, I've got nothing to lose here. Who cares? View this more like a slam dunk from Rian Johnson spitting in her face as she walks out the door. Like, I prefer to view it from that angle because I think that's much funnier. It's much, much, much more funnier. So funny. Again, I'm not trying to defend Rian Johnson. But you've got two people that are influential in the destruction of Star Wars, right? But one of them greenlit the other for more work. And is now trying to blame the one that they greenlit as to why that work hadn't moved forward. And that one, Rian Johnson, is like, that's not the reason why. It is funny. It is hilarious. So when you view it from that angle, rather than the, oh, he's just coping. Like, that's such a surface level take. It's so surface level. View it from the behind the scenes drama that must be going on. The nonsense. She clearly thought it was a given that he would just play ball. He was just going to go along with it. She didn't expect him to come out and be like, no, that's not it at all, mate. What? View it from that angle. That's hilarious. That's the story. That's, chef's kiss. I love it. I love it. So anyway, there you go. I don't have much else to say here. The article goes on and talks about some other bits and pieces, but that's me. That's my take. I think it's so funny. So funny.